passion flower. That's my tea blend this morning. We'll make us some tea, and then I'm going to go out here and do some porch sitting for a minute. Go ahead and drink the elderberry syrup this morning. Hopefully that can get to working. I'm going to have to slip my gardening shoes on because I'm just asking for it. If I think I can go out here and not step in the garden for a minute, I'm just fooling myself. It has rained. It's pretty cool out here again. Oh goodness, let's check the rain gauge while we're out here. Now that is truly 2.5 inches in the last 2 days. So, yep. Well, let's see, maybe it's just 2 inches. I don't know why I'm a 1/2 inch off. I'm trying to look at the back of that thing instead of the water line, I think. It's the little red floating thing that's the water line. So that's right on 2. So it's 2 inches. So we've had 2 inches of rain. Bird baths are full. We'll just sit out here on my little stoop this morning. I'm sorry, I've got stray hairs. There it is. I don't have much of a porch, but it's enough to sit on. Me and Donald sit out here sometimes on the stoop and just enjoy it. There are hummingbirds out this morning over on the flowers. I wish I could show you, but if I were to attempt to turn it around and show you, they would fly away. But there's the little emerald green morning hummingbirds over there on the flowers this morning. I've got a couple of boxes of jars that my friend saved for me, so I've got to clean these up. And I use these for canning jars. These are mason jars, and they're good. They're good recyclable jars. You can see there it says mason on the top of them. She had some in her building, so she said, let me just share those with you. So she gave me half of what she had saved. Some people had given them to her, and she said, yes, I can use them. And I know somebody else that can use them. Anytime I can add jars to my collection, then I try to do that. Sometimes I have to turn jars down because I've got all that I can safely store and use. But I could use a few more now because, you know, sometimes when you give your canned goods away, you don't get your can back, or your jar. So I'm glad to add those back to the collection, and it'll take up for some of the ones that I've gave out. Oh, my tea is good this morning. I didn't add any sweetener because, you know, I'm trying to not eat a lot of sweeteners, and if I do, I'm trying to eat those with Donald so we can have a dessert now and then. You know, it's like a treat. So I'm not having something sweet every day. This cup of tea is really good. It feels really good out here today. Donald did not get rid of that crepe myrtle. I was hoping he would cut that thing down, because as beautiful as it is, if you plant it hanging over your driveway, you've got a mess. And this one is hanging over and I've got a mess. It's one-sided, because you know there was a crabapple tree that was there that he cut down. But the neighbor's sure is looking good. That's a baby that came off of our crepe myrtle, and they are sure looking good over there right now. So I can enjoy their crepe myrtles, and I don't have to worry about the mess. I'm not going to do a garden tour this morning. I have sorely, there's a cookie moment. I have sorely gotten behind at this time of the year. It feels really good out this morning. It's nowhere near as hot as it has been. We've had that good couple of days rain. That always is good. So it's wonderful to be out here. It's a cool, gentle breeze blowing. So it's a good day to enjoy sitting out on the porch. Now I am behind on a lot of the outdoor activities in the garden. I think that's why I can't do strictly a garden show. I have got so many other things pulling at me constantly that I cannot get out here in this garden every day like I'd like to. If you've watched this show before, then you know I've got 6 grandchildren. And I love them dearly, and I keep them whenever I can. And for the last few days, I've had all 6 of them, and they have had a ball. The little pool out back, of course, they have been swimming in that and enjoying their summer. We've made it as fun as we possibly can. That includes a lot of pool swimming and popsicles. And of course, I have to watch them. My smallest one is 5. My oldest one is 12, and I have a grandchild that has disabilities. She has autism and Down syndrome, so I always watch her in every instance. I'm with her whenever she's here or she's very nearby. So it's been quite a summer. It's been a wonderful, simple summer. Nothing extravagant going on, just a simple summer. We have enjoyed simple things, and that has been a great year for us, a great and simple year. Nothing exciting so far, and it doesn't need to be exciting. It's just the beauty of the simple life, and we have been enjoying that. I've been enjoying it, but it takes time. And just to feed them and to keep up with them takes time. If you can imagine having 6 little people to take care of, all of them with thoughts of their own, and very, very hot. My tea is boiling. Feels good on my throat this morning. Still fighting a little bit of a sore throat. Not sure what's going on with it. It's usually gone by now. Still taking our elderberry every morning. And I have heard of a lot of people that have been really sick with something going around. I think we've got the something. I've had it for about a week, not been serious, knocked me off my feet for a couple of days, but I got right back up into the routine. But I've still had this lingering sore throat, so I've been trying to drink plenty of teas that are good for sore throats, plenty of teas that would kind of ease that, and it's making a difference. And I have to let that tea cool off for just a little bit. It is really hot. I had errands to do yesterday, so I ran to town and got some things done. And while I was out there, lo and behold, I looked to the right and there was just the tiny new peaks of goldenrod opening up. I saw just the tiny peak of yellow on the goldenrods, and this is the end of July. So we still have August and September to go. I usually harvest goldenrod in September, and I was a little amazed to see it here this late in July. That's early, but it's been so dry, I'm thinking maybe things will start opening up or blooming sooner. I know that's been the case here in the garden. The garden has taken a lot of heat, and it's kind of opened up, and the lifespan wasn't near as long as it usually has been on some of the plants out in the garden. I'll share with you my garden view, what I can on this side. I can see the rain gauge and the fact that we got 2 inches of rain. I can see the hummingbirds. They're over here on the tuber-like flowers. The hummingbirds like the tuber flowers. They like these blue flowers. And then there are some morning glories down here, which to most are just a weed. And they're buzzing up and down on these flowers right here and enjoying them. Sometimes they will come out if I'm standing out here, but mainly I think I have to walk away for them to come out. The hanging baskets, they're turning out. Once they got enough water, they're looking really pretty. And this is my garden view. This plant has turned out to be beautiful. This is the one I potted and did have out in the front, but I decided to bring it and let it be under the shade. And I'm glad it did. It kept it from being burned up by the hot sun. There's some things here that I needed to plant that I didn't plant because I didn't want to plant in the hot sun. I did get a pot planted here. Let me check my yarrow while I'm out here. Make sure my yarrow did not burn up. It looked like it was suffering from some sun. Well, it's looking like it's okay. It's coming out down there, so I would say it's fine. Those little potted plants that I planted are looking good with the purple basil. I have not canned anything because I don't like to can when it's hot. I do not like to heat up my house. It seems counterproductive to me to heat up the house and get the house heated up when it's already like 98 degrees outside, and I've got the air on trying to cool it inside. So I don't can in July unless I would get a bounty of something that I just could not put up any other way. I have been drying some things. We dried the elderberries, and I've been drying some herbs and things. So I've been drying some things. Most of the stuff we've got out of our gardens thus far, Donald and I have just ate fresh. We found a way here or there to eat it fresh, and it's been really good. We've enjoyed it. So I haven't done any canning. Usually I do put things in the freezer to be canned later if I can do that. We should can outside. That would help. That would help my situation if Donald and I just canned outside. We could get some canning done. But I haven't done a lot of canning. Now there will be some collabs coming up that I usually do, and I will try to let you know beforehand when the collabs are happening, whether or not I'm going to participate. I love to participate in collabs, and I love to participate in the collabs that I've already participated in. I enjoy that. I enjoy those annual collabs, But I may not be able to do a lot of them this year for the sheer fact that I've got some things going on. I've got a lot of things going on, and it's a little bit time consuming, or quite time consuming. So I may be able to get some things done and some collabs done. And if I do that, I'll be sure and announce to you before the collab that I'll be participating in that, and that we'll be able to have extra videos and just some fun subjects that I enjoy doing, be able to share those with you. And so I'll let you know what is coming up. Now, something new that is on my channel, and this is by no means any kind of pressure, but I have opened up memberships to my channel, and those memberships will carry some perks with them. You'll get more videos. You'll get videos that are specifically for members, and they'll be tailored more to individuals' taste than what I do now. And then, of course, I always try to comment and leave everybody a comment in the comments on my channel, because I just enjoy the comments, and I enjoy sharing with you what I know, and even sharing with you if I don't know. I won't hesitate if I don't know any information to just tell you I don't know that, and let you find that out from an expert source that's not me. There are some things that I do around here that are just for my personal or my family's personal use, so it's not an industry. I don't, sell anything that I make in the kitchen or out here from the garden. Those things are just something that we use on a regular basis. And I'll tell you, the teas that I gather from the garden, that is something we use on a regular basis. And the comfrey salve. Now, we have used comfrey salve this summer because our grandchildren have had a lot of nicks, bruises, and little boo-boos where they've needed the comfrey salve. But not just the grandchildren. It seems like Grandpa's had a lot of boo-boos this year too. So he is using a lot of the comfrey salve. And I think I'm down to my just 1 tin. I'm going to have to make some more comfrey salve for our use. And when I do that, I'll probably take you along with me. I do have a video on how to make comfrey salve, and it shows you how I make comfrey salve. So if you're interested in that, just go to my channel. If you'll see my videos, you can type in how to make comfrey salve, and it'll bring that video right up for you, and you can watch it. And then you can see if there's anything else on that channel that you're interested in that you would like to take a look at. I've got some mini videos to choose from, and a lot of good information in there on things that we use all the time. We use them on a regular basis. That's good. I still have not been able to do what we eat in a week video, because there's some pretty hungry people around here, and nobody's waiting around for me to video it. They want to eat, and they want to eat when they're hungry. And if you've got 6 children, one's almost a teenager. She's 12. But 12, and then you have 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, like little stair steps, or one will soon be 6. Then you can only imagine when it's time to get something to eat. Everybody's a little hungry. Now, I'm grandma, so I've been a little slack with nutrition as far as fixing the kids, rounded out meals. We've been eating just kind of what the kids say they want to eat. If they see it, then we eat it. A lot of macaroni and cheese, a lot of hot dogs, waffles, fruits, just simple things that we can fix when everybody's hungry. And some of the older kids are even starting to fix some of the things themselves. And so that is a big help, especially if I'm not on ball that day. Then they're being able to go in and pick out something that they want to eat and put it in the microwave or put it in the air fryer and make it for themselves. That's a big deal. But we've had a lot of fun. We've really enjoyed being together. We have just enjoyed our summer, as simple as it can be. Nothing to be, got a mosquito on me, bragging about. But yes, it's been a wonderful, wonderful summer. Time together and just playing and laughing and enjoying our time together. Sorry. It's rained, so there's some mosquitoes out around here. It looks overcast, so we might even get more rain, and that would be wonderful. I'm not going to complain. There are a few elderberries left on that bush. I'm sitting here looking at them. I probably have about 3 or 4 clumps that I could pick off right now, and we would have some elderberries to take into the house. Get this plate. And see if I can just get these elderberries. It is a pleasant breeze. I don't know if you can see those trees moving. It's just a pleasant breeze out here this morning when I'm sitting out here and talking to you. It surely, surely is. I'm going to pick this off. Might need the scissor. Yeah, but it's a pleasant breeze. You can see the leaves. Yeah, I think I'm just going to harvest the rest of these elderberries off of this front bush here. My husband said that there might be just a few more elderberries in the back, so once we harvest those, we'll be set for the year on the elderberries, unless Donald wants to go foraging. He said if he saw a good patch and he wanted to, he may just go foraging. So if that happens, then we'll be foraging some more elderberries. It's a pleasant morning this morning. It's pleasant out here. Of course, I live in a neighborhood and sometimes it gets really busy. This is Friday, so it's laid back Friday. I say that it's laid back Friday, but actually I will be doing plenty of things that are not so laid back, but they'll be enjoyable to me. They'll feel laid back to me. I have 3 of the grandchildren today, and of course that's wonderful. We'll find things to do here around the house. I'll let them help me, and it'll be a great day here. I'm looking around because I'm just enjoying the greenery of everything after it rains like this. I'm sitting here behind the car. You can see the green, how green everything is. Of course, there's all the work I see it needs to be done too. I'll harvest the rest of these elderberries, and I've still got to weed this flower garden. I may wait till fall and just go ahead and cut that thing down to the ground and not worry a bit about it. I'm over here where I pot things, my little potting shed area, a little potting table, and I've got some plants and things that are over here. And this is the shady side of my house. You can see how dark and shady it is. And so if I'm doing any kind of potting or anything and the sun's beating down, this is a great place to do it. It's right here under these pine trees. So I moved off the porch stoop and I came over here where it was just a little more of a breeze going and we could enjoy it just a little bit better. And I'm enjoying my Friday morning. I haven't been up too long, haven't pushed myself today like I normally do. I'm just here by myself and making some plans to get some things done. Here, when it's closer to fall, when things start cooling off and the weather starts changing and we start having cooler mornings and cooler evenings than we're having now. Of course, you know I'm not looking for that immediately because this is the end of July and August is traditionally hot here. We have a hot August, and it may even get as hot as the 98, 99, the high heat indexes as it has here in July. So July and August are our hottest months. And then even into early September, the first week of September, it is really, really, really hot here also. But I'll let you know how that goes this year around here, around these parts. Now, I have been seeing the fall out at every store. I mean, the fall is coming out. It's out. And it's just there on display, the beautiful fall colors and all the new fall products. And it just makes you feel cooler to look at it all, doesn't it? It does me. I'm like, wow, excuse me, it's fall. Fall is coming. It's a reminder that fall will be here. Things will, excuse me, my tea is making me burp this morning. I'm over here a burping, sneezing mess. Yeah, but the fall colors are, it lets you know that it's around the corner, that it's coming, that everything's not going to stay this hot. Now, there are people that are emotionally attached to summer. They love to see summer come, and they love to see summer stay. But as hot as it has been, and as much of a struggle as it has been this year in this heat, I can't say that I won't be glad to see summer go this year. I know you may not agree with me. You may want summer to stay as long as it possibly can. But I love all of the seasons. I truly do. But I've got to say that fall is probably my favorite season and has been. I've probably told this story before, but when I was little and we would go to the store or to friends' houses that raised pumpkins or out in the pumpkin field or wherever we went and I saw pumpkins, from the time I can remember, from about 3 years old up until even now, I absolutely love the color of pumpkins. I love orange pumpkins. Some people might think they're garish. My grandma on my dad's side, my paternal grandmother, she loved orange, and I love orange. And my sister, I've got a sister that loves orange. And I'm not sure if that's a genetic thing or what, but we love orange. I can remember being small and sitting down and patting oranges and think how beautiful the color of those oranges were. And my mom said, "You're so silly. You're so silly." That's what she used to say, because I would love the orange pumpkins. And I guess I'm still silly to this day because I love orange pumpkins. Now, I love the white and the green ones too, and I even decorate with those sometimes. I'll bring them in because I absolutely love the unusual color of them and the beautiful shapes of them. But in general, an orange pumpkin says fall to me. And I can't wait to get some pumpkins and start making some pumpkin dishes and just enjoying some wonderful pumpkin things. That's exciting for me. Now, usually in the mornings, if you've been around, I go ahead and plan my lunch for the day and my dinner, or supper. We call it supper, but my daughter calls it dinner. And I've got other people that call the last meal of the day dinner. So if you hear me say that, it's because I talk to them a lot, and that's what I hear back. And I'm trying to say that to them. But me and Donald, we have supper here around our house. And when I get up in the morning, I think about the other 2 meals of the day. And so today's meals are going to be just simple soup, beans, and cornbread. And y'all will be surprised to know that I got white cornbread this time we went to the mill, because they were sold out of the yellow cornmeal. And so I bought Donald bought white cornmeal. As I am going in the house to show you that cornmeal, I'm going to go ahead and pick up Princess and Giraffe. My little granddaughter that has autism loves to throw things. And so she has thrown Princess, which is a couple of her favorite toys. And here's Giraffe hanging in the tree. So let me get Giraffe and Princess in. And how can I pass this mint and not get a little piece of mint for my tea? I have got to work on these jars soon. I've got to feel good enough to get those done. Hey, Cookie. He would come out in a heartbeat if I let him, but then I don't know that I would get him back in. Because he would just love to be outside, and he would probably run away and be an outside cat. So I don't let Cookie go outside. Well, good morning. Yeah. Good morning. He wants to talk this morning. He is a very vocal cat. Gotta throw these shoes off. Good morning, buddy. Let me put Madeline's toys in her closet. So she can get to them when she opens her closet. But here's the plain white cornmeal that we got this time. We didn't get the yellow cornmeal because they were sold out. Mama's been watching my videos. Mama, if you're watching this, hello. And she was saying that she always fixed white cornmeal, but not for our family. She said she ate white cornmeal growing up, but Daddy's family preferred yellow cornmeal, so she made yellow cornmeal for Daddy. Now, Mama didn't even eat cornmeal. Can you imagine? She doesn't like cornbread, and I've got a brother that doesn't like cornbread, and I don't know where they come from because the rest of us, we love some cornbread. But she said she made yellow for us, but growing up, she had white. But then when we went to to our grannies, we would have yellow. So I don't know. I'm confused about the cornmeal. All I know is I remember eating yellow cornmeal my whole life. But I had to buy white this week when me and Donald went to the mill. Cookie is laying right here beside the tripod. He may bump into the tripod, I'm not sure, but if he does, you'll know it's him. He will probably shake the table too. Yep, so I guess I'll be making cornbread and soup beans for supper tonight. And of course, Donald will eat his with fresh tomato and onions. So that'll be good. That'll be a good meal for us tonight. And the kids, if they want something different, I sometimes make them something that they enjoy more than something simple like that. The little ones, they may want, something like a hot dog or some macaroni and cheese added. And of course, that's easy to do. My man, I am going to sit in here and enjoy my tea before I get up and get all the things done. I've got a lot of things to do today. I call it Laid Back Friday, and it is Laid Back Friday. But there'll be more done here than I can probably share with you. Over the course of today, it'll be so busy that there'll be a lot done. It won't be a lazy Friday by no means. Well, I want to thank you for letting me share today with you, for letting me just sit on the porch and enjoy my tea with you this morning and talk over the day. Remember, you can comment in the comments if you have something to say, and I would love to hear it. I hope you enjoy your day, and like always, until next time.